Alright, so this is going to be a quick video on doing research on your property or your land. Now, I just recently bought about 17 to 18 acres worth of property. So I was trying to find out who owned it before me, blah, blah, blah. There were some issues about mineral rights and all that. So I went ahead and went to the land records, to uslandrecords.com, did a search for Michigan. This page comes up. And on my survey, I have my section number, my town number, my range, and my quarters. So the easiest way to track down your land is to use, your section, town, and range. However, you can do a search for your name once you're in the system and go through all the individual grantors and grantees. But I found that very tedious because once you get to a company like Shell Oil or some larger conglomerate, you start running into tens to hundreds of pages to go through. So let me go ahead and start by showing you the way that I did my search. My town, my range, and my quarters. Now I have two different quarters because I have actually separate parcels. So let's just do this one here. We'll make the results 100, and we'll go ahead and click search. And it'll take a little while to process all those pages. And of course, this is all free, by the way. There's a lot of pay per access stuff here, but I'm just doing simple free searches. Okay, so as you can see, I did a search for my piece of parcel, my property here, and I wanted to go back and see what this probate ordinance was. As you can see, it's still for my quarters, my section, my town, my range, but it dates back to 1968. So I'll click on this and it's searching the database for all the information based on that. And it should pull up the grantor and the grantee. So by name, if you know your names, the people who've owned it before you or your name, you can go back and click through these. And the grantor is the person who's giving the property away. The grantee is the person who's receiving the property. So, but that's just one of the things. So now, let's say you were curious about mineral rights. Go back and search the same quarters and sections here. So you have, you've got mineral deeds here. You've got warranty deeds, which is usually a transfer of the property. You've got, I'm not sure what that means. There's affidavits that you'll find. There's quitclaims. And sometimes you can click on this information and track it back and find out, what the minerals were or whatever. But this wasn't the information I was really looking for. I wanted to see how far back my piece of property actually dated from when it was first given out. So in order for me to do that, I went to the BLM site. And I happened to do a search. I just searched through the same thing. Okay, so let's go back to search documents. Let's open this in a new window here, new tab. So I chose Michigan, chose the county, okay, put in my coordinates, and I skipped all of this information. I skipped all of this and I went ahead and searched patents, and this is what came up. Now the beauty of this particular page, once you figure out how to use it, you just click through here. So these are all the people in my section, in my township, in my range, okay? And the beauty of it was I clicked through all of these and I found that there's the map. It shows a map and it shows the particular parcel that they owned and how many acres it was. So this is a 30-acre parcel. Part of my land is in this parcel that this particular person owned. The other part of my land is in this particular parcel that this person owned. And the beauty of this is that I can click on patent image and look at what it brings up. It's created in a PDF. You can print this out, but look at this. United States of America. Okay, so it goes through, it expresses in pursuance of an act of Congress approved 1850, they're granting this land. The United States government is granting this land for military service to the United States in 1850. So you scroll down, it gives you a little bit more information, and it'll even tell you it was signed by the president. This looks like it was signed by President Pierce. So there'll be a seal here usually, and we can check out the other one. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Signed. Pretty cool. So I know that my property dates back to the early, I'd say mid 1800s, so 1850. There's a lot of information you can use to find the history of your properties. Even if you live in an old house, you can find out what used to be there and do all kinds of searches and related documents. This will take you back to other searches in your area. This is one of my projects that I've been working on, so as I come across information, I'll probably share some of it. This was just one of the cool little tricks that I discovered. All of this is available online, free of charge. If you have any questions, just let me know.